Hey guys, here we go. Headline-driven markets, right? So we've got Trump and Carney talking annexing Canada and talking about all sorts of stuff. Actually, talking about the trade disparity and really what kicked things off was the pre-meeting discussion of the trade disparity between the United States and Canada, and that started the ball rolling this morning. And then during the meeting, we saw a couple of just sort of wild things going on. But I think that what we should do is dig right into the charts and see what's going on, and then set up our game plan for the afternoon. All right, so let's have a look here at what is going on. Here you see it. This is what we've been looking at today. We've had good trades in the room. You can see them down here. A couple of opening gaps that were terrific, a couple of opening gaps that came back around for second entries. We're doing that nowadays for sure. Had some good stuff going on in the QQQs, had some good stuff going on in Tesla, in NVIDIA, in just about everything that we've been looking at. So it's all been good as far as watching for the price action. And the key has been to look at what's going on in the market as it's happening. So for the most part this morning, we got into some, nice just sort of VWAP adjacent trading in a few of these things. So I didn't really have much, if anything, to say about Meta. This has not been really on my radar this morning. So Meta has been, I don't know, the spreads or something just hasn't been catching my eye there. But we've had good stuff on Tesla, and you can see that Tesla is right back at the line there. So, just above that VWAP is the pivot line. So we've got the green pivot there. We've got the VWAP there. We've got volume by price data going on right there, and lots of stuff saying that if we get up there and inflect, then the most likely thing that's going to happen is a nice big move down here. So Tesla's been a really decent setup. NVIDIA has been on the radar. Paul Serpina just brought it up in the room saying, there's some good price action on NVIDIA. You can see there that from that upper boundary back down to the pivot line and just a little bit below has been just a nice oscillation. This one has been, this is, here's the start of the discussion between our countries. That is the discussion of the trade imbalance maybe, and the fact that we're going to try to bring automobile manufacturing jobs back to the United States. And then here is the discussion about Canada should be a state, and of course the commentary from Canada of Canada is not for sale. So that was an awkward moment, let's say, but whatever. It's all just playing out the way that it plays out. We can take these cues and just look at them in this box between those volatility bands, between the upper and lower 2 standard deviation bands. Keep watching those throughout the session. I think Apple is a good trade from down here. If we get a rebound and a pop back up into the next line, these are just trading between lines today. So if you're marking these up and you are just sort of sticking to your guns and watching for where things are inflecting, it's been a pretty straightforward kind of a day. So that's the game plan for the rest of the session too, I think, is let's stay on these. I've had AMD a couple times from this green pivot, looking for a move back up to the next level. It just doesn't want to do it. So it just keeps sticking to the VWAP, sticking lower and lower. So I think we're gonna start avoiding the long trade on that one. It's looking like it's gonna break down. And if we get a move back down into this level down here, then we can start talking about whether or not we want to do an inflection trade higher. Definitely from the morning lows at our bottom threshold level here, we can look for a move to the upside. And as I said, NVIDIA seems like it's going to be in play today. Got lots going on with that one, and the triple Qs are, as I said, nicely trading, just sort of in the box. Ignore the spike focus on what's going on right now, and I think you'll be all right for the rest of the session. All right, so today is just a quick one of if you're in the room, just stay focused on these threshold levels. Stay focused on the relationship between where we're trading and where the volume weighted average price is. And then usually I say keep the news out of your consciousness, but I'm going to say today is a good day to at least know what's going on in terms of who's talking next. And tomorrow with interest rates and everything, we're going to want to keep an eye on what's happening there as well. Okay, so that is it for me for today. I'm going to get back into the room, talk to you guys about what it is that we've got on deck next. Focus on those bands, focus on the volatility ranges. I think that Amazon is probably setting up. It's coming into, just as we're sitting here right now, coming into that green pivot line, and from there up to the central pivot, that ought to give us some room for some setups to happen. Right now, I think that the volatility band that I just showed you on the short side of the market is the one to focus on. Okay, so I hope that helps, and you guys have a great rest of your trading.